Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. On one sideline, there's the head coach of the Browns. This team entering with 2 straight losses since they won on opening weekend. His counterpart... He's seen the football quite a bit here in this first half. It's such an integral part of the drive. 1st and 10. Ready, set. Ready. Here's a first carry for their running back. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Go.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Up the middle they go. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Ravens.
You get a look there at the first quarter numbers, and now trying to add to those as this next drive begins with 1st and 10.
From the set. Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground, and he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line, a pickup of 7. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2. And now you find yourself on 3rd down.
And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
As this drive begins with 1st down.
Okay, ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. Quick defense. Held to no gain.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of his run game as the rest of this game moves along.
And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Finding space at the 40. The screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Browns.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. but they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, this... Success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Tag. Cougar 19.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this.
Ready, ready.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw is Watson. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
2nd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Watson. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him out. All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. Fourth down, straight ahead. Offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. So 35 instead of 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach it, even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL. Browns offense ready to get back at it. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down.
Get it! 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, go!
Now a give on the ground, and it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, they need 3.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Watson. Hits as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
The offense not coming off the field. And here's fourth down. They snap it. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But
Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Okay, break.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throw on the run is complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Browns first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Again, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Mike Green. He gets there for the sack. Setting up fourth down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring it down.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.
It's been a tough month for the team. They need somebody to step up and turn things around. This could be his opportunity to do just that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, two teams ready to square up. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. On the Tampa sideline, it's head coach Todd Bowles. His guys put together a solid opening month, 3 wins against just 1 defeat. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Browns. His guys stuck.
Ready! 60!
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Well, we have a moment while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
You just don't see these kind of pulls too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
You see his numbers from that opening drive, which includes the touchdown run, as they begin once more with a first down. Now a handoff, running right. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Bronco switch. Bronco deputy.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, making you work for everything you get.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Cleveland.
47-yard line.
Come on. Hey. Bronco 80. Ready.
Now a give up the middle. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
On the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 46.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
A gain of 1. Brings up
Sanders will throw it. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Oh, he's good. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league, and then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start out first down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half. He's closing in on 100 yards already. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11.
Let's go.
At the 45-yard line.
We'll try the right side this time. Down the sideline, past the 40. Going to get this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jamal Clark there to get him down. Second down, 8 yards to go.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll run. Third down.
On the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the...
And apparently... The Browns offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really quick.
And he lost the football. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession. Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Handoff here, up the middle, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 15-yard line.
A run now on second down, And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle is made at the 26-yard line.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 19-yard line.
Up the middle they go. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. 3rd and a long way to go.
Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, it's Shador. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Browns offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And find some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
42-yard line.
Past midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. He did not want to go down there. Very tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Chap alert. Chap alert. Let's go.
The ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Has a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. The game. Browns offense ready to get back to work. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But 1 first down will essentially end the game. They try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Got it. Ready.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Ready. Ready.
They'll give on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Into space. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Check.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Come on.
Here's a run. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They'll go with him again. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's third down. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game.
Hurt. Viking 18. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And on third down, that ball's incomplete.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So it's a win for the Browns. This one went down to the wire. They're able to persevere. They're going to walk out of here with a well-deserved victory.
The Browns game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The media wants his thoughts on what decided this game and where the responsibility belongs. It's on to a new week for Cleveland, and next on the schedule are the Bengals. It's a defense who keys on pass-catching backs. If they want looks, it'll have to be deeper.
of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 16 yards. It's a Browns first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now, this looks like a design run. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Browns offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop.
Catch! Go!
From the gun, here on 3rd down. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Deshaun Watson sack.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3.
Okay, break.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go with the counter on 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a give up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Cleveland.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on. Fix the eagle.
They'll stay on the ground. And they'll get forward to about the 42. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now it's Watson. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he is upended. What a awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one. 3rd and 11.
Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession.
The Browns offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hanson and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson and crew, thrilled to...
And... Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. They'll look to pick up the pace.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Josh Uche in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Room to run, past the 30. Now he's free to midfield. And they will finally run him down. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Bengals' 38-yard line.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And the Browns, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Let's go now.
He'll try the right side this time. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the 1st half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down. Browns offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. And They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On third down, we'll try to get it on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have a Browns first down. And that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
First down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
To throw is Watson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. It's second and 1. Back to throw is Watson. Gain there of 15. It's a Browns first down.
7-yard line.
Ready?
To the air again. Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by Demetrius Knight. And the Bengals are going to get the football at their own 40. One in the win column for the Bengals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2